You started? Oh. Well, welcome back to the Black Girl Experience. I'm your host, Jasmine Danielle. Today is a very special edition of the podcast because I got a motherfucking guest in the building. Kristina! Lay, aka Lay. This was so good. I was just telling her on the elevator, like, I'm so happy you're here because I'll be tired of talking to myself all the time. Like, it's giving. This is the top heavy episode. It's giving all across the table.
Giving tits.
Oh man. So look, I didn't even know where this was gonna go today, but let's just start from what are you doing in Dallas? What are you doing in Dallas, friend?
Dallas. Because I'm moving here.
We was in the bathroom. I'm like, so are you like she's like, oh, it's a done deal. I'm coming here. I'm like, damn.
Yeah, it's official. I knew I wanted to move here, but being here confirms it. I had a really good experience so far, and I think this is where I need to be.
What have you done so far?
I went to a networking event, a real estate networking event with Wire. So I'm gonna plug that. My girl Kaylani, she has a company called Women in Real Estate, but short Wire. She had an event. It was a game night. It was so fun. I wish she would have been there. A lot of good people to know in the house. So, but yeah, she's making her presence down here. She's also moving, and
so she is moving here. She's not here yet, though.
Right. Yeah.
Okay.
So it's me, my sister, and Kaylani and Naomi, and we're all moving here within the next year or so.
Damn. Okay, it's gang.
Have a little community here, so I'm excited.
Tell them about your Airbnb experience, though.
Oh, girl, it's awful. I feel like Airbnb really fucked up the game. Like, it's terrible. It's a terrible experience. I feel like too many people are investing in it, but not really investing in their guest experience. They just want money.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And it's fucking up everything. To me.
Well, next time come to the hotel. Well, next time she gonna probably be living here. So that's
no. I have some time before I move. So
when you trying to move? When you trying to move?
Ideally, like, so I can have the money saved that I want. Maybe like this time next year. Maybe February even.
Okay.
January, February. But I don't know. The way I feel right now, I'm ready to.
Kaylani's
like, we can do it.
She's ready to turn up and find the Dallas daddies here, which I don't know nothing about that. And then she was sending me all the ones off TikTok, and I'm like, that ain't really my type. That ain't.
What I send you?
Oh, you was just sending me some dudes from, I don't know, dudes in Dallas on TikTok, and I'm like, I mean, that was cute, but it wasn't like.
So what's your type? Let's talk about that.
I ain't got no type.
You don't?
What's my type?
I don't know.
What do you look? This is a good friend episode. What do you think my type is? You know what? Who was that? Oh, that's so funny. I might have a type. Okay. Okay, but go ahead. What do you think? What do you think my type is?
I don't know, because to be honest, I haven't seen you date since.
My baby daddy.
Yes.
You can say it. I mean, we ain't got to drop no name. Know who it is.
I wasn't going to drop a name, but I haven't seen you really date since him. You know what I mean? Like, because I live in Ohio. Well, I don't anymore. I live in Virginia, but I've been, we don't live in the same state, so sometimes it's hard to keep up with everything, but yeah, I don't know.
What do you think my type is? And then if you had to set me up on a blind date, what would you set me up with?
Okay, so I think you need a dude that's like, how can I say this? There's something about Detroit niggas that, like, you need somebody with that kind of vibe, but maybe not like the energy has to be different. You know what I mean?
Like, it can't be Detroit, but it still got to just be that at the core, just a cool ass nigga.
Cause I feel like you always like the dudes that, like, what's the word for it? I don't know, cause the person that's putting on mine.
Keep it real.
What? It's Dre Nasty. She said the name. Oh, can we bleep that out?
It don't matter.
I thought that was a.
It's
I thought
fine.
that was
it's fine.
I should have just said nasty.
Okay. Wow. It's going.
We can bleep it out.
We not bleeping nothing out. But no, you think that's my type?
No. I don't think that's your type. But it's like, how can I put it? I don't want to say like he had just like a certain like confidence about him, you know, and I can see how that was like alluring to you. You know what I mean?
I do like a confident nigga.
Yeah, like yeah. I don't know.
He gives main character energy. I like main character energy for sure. But he was also very, very immature. We
were young though.
We were. That was the oldest dude that I had ever talked to. I was 18. He was probably 24, but he acted like he was 18. And I was very mature then, but you know they say that men mature much slower than women.
They say that, but I feel like that's kind of an excuse for men to
yeah, I do agree. But they do mature slow as fuck though. But okay, so you would what type? You said okay. What were you saying about what type of dude?
Main character energy. I feel like I also don't know how to describe Detroit energy.
What up, though?
Oh my god, they played Geeked Up, and nobody was dancing. I was like, what the fuck is going on? I'm like, yo, it would never be like this in the Midwest.
But maybe I don't know.
Maybe what?
I was about to say, you know, people feel like that's old now. Geeked Up might be. I mean, I don't know.
The crowd, it was at the real estate event. So the crowd was a little older. It wasn't like young kids.
Oh.
But I just thought that was crazy.
They want to hear Sexy Red.
I don't think anybody wanted to hear Sexy Red at that event. Not at that.
Real estate.
No.
Whatever. Okay, so main character energy. What type? You said that you felt like it's a certain type of dude that I like.
I mean, so what I think now, I think you need someone that's a little more tapped into the spiritual. Like, I feel
tapped in, baby.
And that's a little more like introspective and self-aware. So yeah, I'm on the same wave in that respect. Yeah, for sure.
And then what was the other question that I asked you? I said what type? Or okay, so what would you set me up with if you had to put me on a blind date? Where would you take her here? What?
I don't know because I don't know Dallas yet.
I mean, you don't have to. Just in general, just what type of thing would you be like? Oh,
see, I don't know, Jazz, because I don't know if like, are you a paint and sip kind of girl? Would you do that on a date?
I would do it, but
that's not like your go-to.
I don't know for a date.
A date? You wouldn't?
I mean, I would, but I don't know if I would want to do that for a first date. But that's something that I would do.
I would do anything that would provoke conversation.
Okay, she's putting me on a paint and sip.
I mean, I don't know if I would say that I would do that. I guess for my first date, like if someone planned that for me, I would think that's cute.
Okay. Yeah. I'm trying to think about you now. Let's see. What is Kristina's type? Man.
Now, I really don't have a type. You say you don't have a type. I don't have a type.
She don't. And now I'm thinking of the mental illness flow of her chart right now.
Not mental illness.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, what?
I'm talking about the dudes.
I mean, but still.
I mean, I'm talking about you too, I guess. But no, but I'm not judging because I look at my dudes too, and I be like, yeah.
Can you break that down for me then?
What?
What you mean mental illness flows? Give me.
When I think about the dudes that you've dated, it's only 2 in my head right now.
Okay.
But
we don't have nicknames for them.
We don't.
My most recent ex.
But I feel like you need a conversationalist, somebody that you can really have deep conversation with. You want somebody that's not the norm, somebody that's different, like that's unique. Like
I'll take that.
she not gonna pop out with a dude that got all the gear, the jewelry. You know what I'm saying? She's gonna pop out with somebody different. Like, okay, her man is gonna be a statement piece. I like that. Yes.
Ooh.
Yes, he's gonna be a statement piece.
Energy.
What else? Just, I don't know. Just somebody that just dibbles and dabbles in everything, like into different stuff. Yeah. Just very out of the box.
I received that. I hope I find him.
And I think where you are in your life now, like, you're ready for something serious, something.
I agree.
Yeah, like.
Do you feel like you're ready for something serious?
Absolutely. I feel like I've been waiting for something serious this whole time, for a very long time. But I think I need to focus on myself is what the issue is. But my thing is, I always felt like I wanted to find my person before I become super successful, because, you know, niggas be opportunists out here. And I'm like, but I mean, that don't mean that a nigga can't be an opportunist now, but I just want to be locked in before everything takes off. Because
you know what, though? I really think it's less about where you are in life and more about having discernment. It's more about, like, knowing yourself, knowing what you're willing to put up with, and being able to have the tools to discern, you know, if that person is right for you or not. You know what I'm saying? Like, the signs are always there. If somebody is an opportunist, it's going to be clear probably more, like, sooner than you think. So, I don't know. Like, I don't think you should say, like, oh, I want to find someone before success, because
that's what I've always said.
But what if you meet someone just as successful as you that doesn't need to use you?
Hello, where you at? What's up?
You know? So I'm just saying, like, I wouldn't limit myself with that. I would really work on developing the discernment that you need to, like, filter out those people that aren't for you.
What is your worst relationship taught you?
That I needed to love myself.
Period. Same. And
I did not at all.
Still working on that every day for me.
Yeah. I think that's a lifelong journey, you know? So, but yeah, I think that's what I learned. And I didn't love myself. And that's what I'm realizing now, that I'm doing the work. Yeah.
What did your best relationship teach you? Do you have a best relationship?
I mean, if we're thinking about our best relationship, I mean, I don't have, like, a best, like, this is the best thing I've ever experienced, but, like, the relationship that I feel like I have the most positive experience with, I would say it taught me that there is a person out there that, like, gets you. You know? Like, that's, like, your vibe, you know? Because I feel like we're still, like, friends, and we can talk and laugh, and, like, we have jokes that nobody else will get, you know? And I think that that's what's important in a relationship, you know?
What type of person do you want to be with?
What does that
mean? It's very broad. You can answer it in a, you know, in a broad answer.
I mean, I want to be with someone who is my friend and who sees me for me, who has patience. I definitely need someone with patience. Someone who is kind.
Somebody who is considerate.
Yes.
That's very important to me.
You know, and if he has money, that doesn't hurt.
Please have money. Please have money. Who want to be a stepdaddy? It's like, no. But no, yeah, that's important.
No, I'm not saying money. I was joking with the money thing, but
you want a broke nigga?
No. But but no, I mean, like, I want someone on my level, but if he is financially on my level, but if he's beyond that, I'm great. But like, I don't need that, but I do need you to be at my level.
For sure.
And I don't even mean you have to make as much money as me, but like, you can make good financial decisions. You're in a good space. You're responsible. Like, that's important to me.
Okay. I had something else that I was about to ask, but I just.
But what about you? Like, I'm answering all these. What about you?
What type of man do I want? I want to be with a creative. I got to be with somebody that understands my life, my entrepreneurial life. I got to be with somebody that is not super spiritual, but like you said, tapped in. I got to be with a person that's funny as fuck. I do want a person that's my friend as well. Mm-hmm. Like I said, considerate. I want to be with a man. I want to be with somebody that takes the lead, a protector, a provider,
on it. Provisioner. Okay.
Yes, the provision. Yeah. So like, I want to be with a man. Like, I don't want you to have to ask me the questions and all. Like, lead the way. I want to be able. Men feel like women don't submit, but they do when they're around true masculine energy. You just okay. You just like, you know what I'm saying? You whatever, but yeah. And then and he gotta be a freak. He do. You gotta have that for real. I'm not gonna lie.
It's crazy. I didn't even think about sex because I'm so like disconnected from that part of myself right now. Like I'm gonna say celibate. I'm gonna say that. I haven't like officially said I'm celibate. I'm not having sex, but like I'm definitely in a space because I have a life coach and her and I have been working together. And I just, it's more about like inviting someone into your energy. Mm-hmm. And I don't know if I want to invite someone into my energy that doesn't deserve to be there.
Period. And that's not even on no sex tip. That's just across the board for me. Like, if you disturb my peace, bro, I don't. Because I do really desire companionship, but I also am like, I might just be cool being by myself. A lot of people get on my nerves. A lot of shit gets on my nerves. Like, people really think like I like to live in my bubble for real. I don't like to go outside of it at all.
But we get too comfortable in that bubble.
We do. I'm a little too comfortable.
Yeah, that's why you coming out after this.
She wants me to go to the day party.
You are. It ain't she wants. You're coming.
It's lit.
You're coming. You need to get out the house.
Okay, so let's take it back to
08.
To 08. how we met and all of that. Let's give them the backstory.
What is the backstory, girl? It's been a long time.
Well, let's start with it. You're originally from Ohio, Columbus, Ohio.
From Columbus, Ohio. I went to Eastern
Shout out
Michigan.
to Bow Wow.
We hardly claim that nigga, but
so so how did you decide to go to Eastern Michigan University?
Girl, you're asking me this. I don't even know if I want to talk about it.
I mean, you can make it short and sweet, but I'm just saying, like, how did you get to Eastern? You know what I'm saying?
You already know.
AJ.
Yes. Oh, we're using names. I'm sorry.
I mean, it's fine. I don't know. It's
anyway,
fine.
Yeah. So my boyfriend, my high school boyfriend went there. And you know what? When I look back, I'm like, that was a very stupid fucking decision. And I'm low-key mad at my mom for, like, allowing it,
She's mad at you, Sean.
I'm not. No, you use her whole name.
I always call her my birthday.
Damn. Bleep that out, Spider. But, no, I'm not mad at her, but it's just like, sometimes like, hell no, you're not going for a boy. But she was just like, if that's where you want to go, I'm not going to stop you. But yeah, my high school boyfriend, I went there.
And how many years older than you was he? 2?
Yeah.
2 years old. So he was at Eastern for 2 years already?
No, he went to Wright State in Ohio first.
Oh, okay.
I was like in Dayton. And then he went there for his friends. You remember Alec? We just name drop everybody.
I mean, it's cool. It's whatever. It's whatever.
Yeah, so his, friends went there. So, but I, all the time I think about if I didn't go,
she would have never met me.
Exactly.
We wouldn't be here right now doing this.
We wouldn't. We wouldn't. So, and I've met some amazing people. Like, I still talk to all my friends from Best.
Mm-hmm. Boo! Shout out to Sellers.
No, fuck
404 Sellers. It's so funny because all of the people that I'm friends with on Instagram right now that went to Eastern that lived on the 4th floor of Sellers, like, I probably talk to them more on Instagram and stuff now. Like, I didn't really talk to those girls when we was there, but shout out to them. But
okay, sure.
Sellers was where it was at.
It wasn't, but
where was the stoop? In front of, we was always in front of Sellers, right?
I wasn't. It's okay. It's okay. I had a different experience. It's so funny, like, all the time she's like, do you remember blah, blah, blah? And I'm like, no. I don't remember anyone. I only really, it's just y'all, Eastern, for me, was just, I had a great time. I love you guys. And I feel like had it not been for our, like, group, I wouldn't have gone back sophomore year. But freshman year was wild crazy. It's the cabinet.
Shout out to the cabinet. Shout out to B-Jack ENT. Pico Mafia. We had so many gangs. So many gangs in
College
that bitch.
shit.
Okay, so you went because of AJ. So, what? Okay, so was Camille the first person that you met?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
How did that happen? Tell the story.
So initially I stayed across the hall from her because I stayed with that girl,
Rachel.
Sam.
Oh, was my girl named Rachel?
Rachel. No. What was your girl?
Jennifer.
Name?
Her name was Jennifer.
Rachel was
Jennifer Dobransky.
Fuck it.
We were jumping names today. Okay, so you was in Best.
Rachel was Camille's roommate.
Okay. Yeah. We all had white roommates.
Like, why did they do that?
We was the only people though. Like,
I kid you not. When I saw her picture, I started crying. I was like, "What? Why would they do this to me?"
Everybody else in my dorm in Sellers, everybody else was clicked up with all the black people, and they gave me a white roommate. I was like, "Oh, this is gonna be interesting."
Nothing against white people.
You're right. It was just weird to me.
Yeah,
like,
it was
how
like
did I get the white girl?
It was a cultural thing that like I don't think any of us were prepared for. You know, because I just remember Camille like she's like, "This bitch is cooking carrots in a microwave."
And my roommate was cheating on her boyfriend. I felt bad for Chad. And I'm like, you little whore.
You air her out. You got the names and everything. Damn, Jennifer. Jasmine airing your shit out. But no, my roommate was having sex with her boyfriend often. He did not go to Eastern. And it used to smell really bad after, yeah.
Oh, wow.
And they used to have hair all on the walls in the bathroom.
My roommate's hair was in my panty drawer. She had red hair. I'm like, why is your hair in my panty drawer?
Them had red hair too.
Like, oh my God.
Yeah, no, it was bad. After the 2 weeks, because you couldn't like change rooms the first 2 weeks. After the 2 weeks, I'm like,
didn't change.
I'm like, I gotta get the fuck out of here. And then they put me with the volleyball girl. I can't remember her name. I lived down the hall.
She was white or black?
She was white. And but she was hardly there because she always had volleyball games.
Mm-hmm.
Embarrassing story, but she took a shit and she sprayed like so much air freshener. I almost threw up. But now, like every time I smell that air freshener, it just like makes me sick and think about that. And I was just like, I don't want to be in this. So me and Camille, as we got closer, we just decided like it made more sense for us to swap.
Mm-hmm.
And Rachel was the volleyball girl's.
Now, for those of you that don't know, me and Camille actually went to high school together. We went to girls together, but we wasn't that close or that cool in high school. I mean, it wasn't no beef or that. We just wasn't cool like that for real. I mean, we spoke and shit, but both was on the cheerleading team, but we just wasn't cool like that. And then when we got to college, I don't know. I guess since that was like one of the only people that I knew in Ivory.
Ivory, yeah.
I was very close to Ivory back then, and like now it's just.
I think Ivory just created some distance with all of us. Because, I mean, I think he still talks to Dory, but I haven't heard from him in like a year at least.
I feel like definitely in high school, and it was a lot of times just even after Easter. Like I felt like I was cool with Ivory, very cool. But yeah, but anyway, me and Camille went to high school. So
okay, yeah. To get back to how we met. So okay,
do you remember the first day we met?
No, but I'll tell you I'll tell you what I remember. So it was the very first day. My mom and my great-grandmother were dropping me off, and we were about to go to the convo, and Camille, her parents had already left.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know, she was locking her door at the same time like we were locking I was locking my door, and she said something, we're like, oh, do you want to ride with us? And she was like, sure. And we became friends after that. So I remember that, and then I have pictures. Well, they're on Facebook, but
we got all the pictures on Facebook.
But I think like y'all had connected through knowing each other from high school, and we went to Alex and AJ's house, and
I remember that when we was making them get us the liquor.
Not when we got pulled over,
and I was mad because they was being real petty with the liquor, like bro, like
I remember that.
I don't know. And I think they probably got some Grey Goose or something, but they was just being real petty with I'm like, bro, stop saying that y'all want to buy the liquor and y'all don't.
I don't remember that. I just remember we went to their house. It was like mad early in the year. And we went there, and because do you remember Nikki and Amber? Probably not.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Mm-hmm.
We were all there with them because they're from Columbus too.
Mm-hmm.
And because I have the pictures. I wish I still had Facebook because I will show you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She has so many. That was back. 08 was like when people had photo albums for days on Facebook.
A million
with
pictures,
like 200 pictures in the
cameras.
album. And we had so many photo albums on there,
Yeah.
bro. From Eastern was a good fucking time, bro. It was a good time. So yeah, I don't know. We like just got super cool
Pretty much through Camille.
Yeah, through Camille. Yeah. And then we had the gang, we had the guys, we had Joe.
Joe was the RA.
Joe was the RA. Joe was the RA of Best Hall.
Yeah.
First of all, I didn't spend a lot of time in my dorm, and I didn't spend a lot of time at Eastern.
Not freshman year.
Yeah. And that's the thing. I never talked to nobody at Eastern. Not for real. Like, I think not seriously talked to or dated nobody. Like,
me neither. Well, you know where my head was. And we're not saying his name on
I already said the group name.
No.
But,
okay. We'll leave it at that.
So we got really cool through Camille. We said Joe. So the gang was like Joe, Dory, Ivory, me, you, Seal, Camille.
Yeah. Joyelle, Tease. Raven.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. It was the gang. That was the gang. I'm trying to what was Eastern was so fucking crazy, bro. And then it branched off into another group. It was me, you, Camille,
Breon and Amir.
And that was crazy. So I'm trying to think, when did we start going to Watts immediately, or was that like
it was so okay, so I think the first thing was we got our tattoos. It was like very
shout out to Wayne that does like all of my tats.
He's gotten a lot better because I'm gonna be honest.
Don't do him like that.
My first tattoo is not if he, you know what, I should go back to Detroit and see if he can redo it.
Just the Carpe Diem?
Yes.
I mean, what's wrong with it?
Bro, look at this shit.
She talking bad about my
No.
Wayne.
This was a million years ago. Look at that.
Oh yeah. Okay. But my daddy name still look good on me. It looks straight.
Yeah.
Or maybe I get the VIP treatment, so I don't know. But that was a long time ago.
It was. Clearly he's better.
Yeah.
I'll give him grace. I'm trying to think.
So that time, and that was a whole Facebook album too. When we first got our tattoos.
Yeah.
When you got that tattoo, did Camille get a tattoo that day too?
She got her cancer one.
What about Live, Laugh, Love? Bitch better live, laugh, love. Wait, what did she get? Live, laugh, love
on her thigh.
Oh, that was a separate time. That was a separate time.
Because we went on Valentine's. Remember?
It was Valentine's Day. That's yeah. So we went on Valentine's Day, and
that's when we got the stars.
No, I didn't get the. Did we?
Yes.
But I remember it being Valentine's Day, and I remember we had left, and then I turned around and went back, and then I got my dad's name on my wrist.
I don't think you got a tattoo the first time.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, I think it was just me and Camille, and then.
But on Valentine's Day, I don't know. I think I came up on some money all of a sudden. I'm like, well, I want to get tattooed, and I went back and I didn't know what to get. Got my dad's name. Cool.
You know, the reason why I remember is Valentine's Day because that's when So Far Gone came out.
Wow.
Well, it was like the day after. It's the 15th.
When
we went and got our tattoos. But yeah.
Yeah, and then so we got the start.
That was also the first time I smoked weed.
Wow. Wow.
It was y'all. And I want to say who it was. Who brought the weed. You remember?
Who?
Tay Laquan.
Shout out to Deontay Deal. Like, I follow him on something. That's fun. Deontay was like, Deontay was 2 years older than me. And like, I never talked to him or nothing like that. But I ain't gonna lie, Deontay was that nigga. Like, I was in middle school. He was in high school.
Why the hell were we smoking in the dorm though?
I don't know. That wasn't the first time I had smoked, but yeah, that's not Tay Laquan Deal. Wow,
that's a core memory.
Okay, but I was saying, did we go to Watts right away? Was that a thing?
I don't remember, but I remember it being early because I was spending my graduation money in the strip club.
Let me tell y'all something. First of all, Watts was like a whole initiation process. If you're from Detroit, you know that Watts, Mozambique, and Henry's were two male strip clubs that used to go crazy. So it was like an initiation process for us because Kamani, who Camille is also super cool with Kamani. So Kamani graduated 06. She was the first one to go to Watts. Then Megan graduated 07. She started going to Watts. Then I graduated 08, and me and Camille, like, it was like, I don't know, we stayed in the strip club, bro. In the male strip club.
Girl.
Spending money. I didn't even have no money to spend. And okay, so when she said Dre Nasty earlier, yeah. That like, bro. Oh my.
Do you remember when we stopped and she got the money out of the
vending machine? We was so thirsty. It's giving crackhead.
Wait, no, because that's not no crackhead shit. That is dope that she had the ability to do that.
Yeah, but I'm saying she took the money so we could do what? Go to the strip club?
I mean,
that's what I'm saying. Like, we never was at Eastern. We was at fucking Watts.
And that's why my GPA was like a 1.7. the first
then I was the only one who had a car. Camille, I mean, she had a car, but they wouldn't let her bring it on campus. So we was in Ypsilanti, but we was driving to Detroit. We were driving on Finkel.
Okay. One of my best memories.
Broke Hoe Thursdays
was the night. Not Broke Hoe Thursdays.
That's what we used to call it. Broke Hoe Thursdays.
Best memory when Obama got elected.
Oh, that was the hypest night, bro.
We are old as fuck. Bro, we were on the freeway. Niggas was hanging out the window like, yeah, we got a black president. We pulled up to the liquor store. They like, we got a black president. What y'all want to drink?
What did we drink that night? They brought us 1800. Oh, my God.
I swear I remember Camille being on the ground the next day throwing up.
Wow.
Yes.
Wow.
I would never drink 1800.
Oh, sidebar. That's what I was going to say about the star tattoo. I don't know why I was about to incorporate that into the car accident. Like when my car, we was driving on the ice or the snow.
Was it an accident though? I thought we just spun out. Did you hit your car?
I don't know. But whatever.
Shout out to, did your car have a name?
No. But
to the Avalon.
Right, the Toyota Avalon. It was that boy held on for a long, and that is one thing that my dad taught me. He was like, Jasmine, you need to get you a good car. Toyota's a good car. It's gonna last. Yeah, okay. Yeah, it was a good car. But is that why we got the star tattoos? Because
we had survived that traumatic event.
The traumatic little spin out on the freeway.
Where are we going? Where are we going to Michigan State?
Were we?
Yeah, you were dropping somebody off there.
No, that was a different. Oh, was that the time?
I think so.
My best friend Chelsea. If this, I feel like that was a different
there.
time. No. Because I remember one time she begged me to take her boyfriend back to school, and he went to school.
Was it that?
I don't think that. I think that was a different time. But my car, it might have been. Yeah. It might have been. I think Duran was in the car too. Rest in peace, Steve. But yeah, she wanted me to take her boyfriend back to school. I think it was Steve and Duran. It might have been Mark too. I don't know.
I don't think there were that many people, but I don't know.
I remember taking niggas back to school, and I'm like, wow, fuck my car up. But yeah, back to Watts though, because we not done with that. Like,
I thought we were.
Because that was the whole thing. Like,
I feel like you guys were a little more invested in it than I was.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I mean, I think so too, but still, you don't act like you was there though.
I was there. I was there to have fun.
You had you some little strip club moves?
No, not really.
Not for real. Not how me and Camille did.
No.
But yeah, that could have been a crazy time in life because, mind you, like I said, I was 18. He was 24, had 5 kids, 4 baby mamas. Like that's how you know you just be doing shit when you young, because what was I even doing in that situation? I always look back like, thank God I ain't had no baby, or like,
yeah, 5 kids at 24 is crazy. Damn, that nigga don't even know the word condom.
He did. He didn't. I think. Yeah, that was a wild time in life. But no, like I said, I feel like we never spent time at Eastern.
Yeah, I didn't really go to any parties.
We didn't go to no parties. We was always at Watts. That's crazy. What else did we used to be doing? That was just like a classic little drive. We used to always get White Castle at the end of the night.
When we were on campus, we ordered Jimmy John's like every day.
Jimmy John's and Domino's. I only remember going to one party at Eastern.
I think I went to
one club
at Studio 4.
It might have been Studio 4.
I think that was the only, but that was it. But we did used to just kick it in the lounge. That was really. We played Clue and Phase 10, board games and shit.
I'm trying to think what else. A lot happened at Easter, but dang.
Then we all became like conspiracy theorists.
Yeah, we went through our little Illuminati phase.
I think everybody did. Though.
That second year, you ended up. Where did you stay? What was the name of it?
Hill.
You stayed in Hill, and I was in an apartment with 2 roommates, and that went south. I don't know. I ain't gonna lie. I felt like people started hating on me because I had got a boyfriend, which was crazy because other people.
When you say hating on you, what
changed? People just got weird, like wasn't inviting me out, just start acting very weird. You know what I'm saying? The whole energy in the crib changed. Like, I don't know. But that doesn't necessarily have to be because I got a boyfriend, because it was other shit with that too. Like that had came up when people was like, oh, you hanging with her, da da da, but you like you was talking shit about her before y'all even got cool. Like it was a whole little thing, and I'm like, what? It was crazy. But
is that what happened?
No, I mean that was just something that came up, like, cause she was always switching friends all the time. So I don't.
We talking about B.
Mm-hmm.
So okay, I mean, I it's weird because when we're that young, like when I reflect back on my high school self and like think about things that happened in friendships, I can totally see how insecure I was and how I was just immature. And I mean, obviously we're young, like, but I didn't know myself. And I can look back at certain situations and say like, I was not a great friend, So I wonder if it was just some of that. Like, I think you and her had strong energy, like just a strong presence in general. And I felt like there was always like some level of competition.
Yeah.
To some extent. And I feel like
I didn't feel like it was on my part though. I always just thought it was weird. Like
there was something about it wasn't ever just like, I feel like between the three of it, like me, you, and Camille, there was just like a balance of energy. Like we all had our own distinct personalities and like like we were just different. And I think that you and her had, if maybe not necessarily similar personalities, but and maybe to some degree that's why y'all got cool, but like I feel like y'all like some of the same niggas might have tried to fuck with y'all, or it was that kind of energy, like you know what I mean. And I feel like when we're that young and we may not understand what it means to be a good friend, or maybe we're doing something out of insecurity but we're not realizing we could do better, you know what I'm saying. We kind of blame it on the other person, or oh, she's jealous, and it's really it could be that, but it also could be other things that we're doing we're not realizing. I think that, I don't know, that when I reflect back on that time, that's kind of what it feels like it probably was.
Yeah, it was wild. Very wild. The second year was lit too, though.
Especially in the beginning.
What happened in the beginning?
I just feel like y'all had y'all's apartment, so we could just like kick it and have fun.
Yeah.
So, it was lit. It wasn't like the dorms.
Yeah.
We had some freedom.
It was lit. Niggas almost died and shit. Remember? Remember when Amir home? You wasn't there?
No.
I don't know. We was like smoking and shit, and Amir's homeboy, I don't know, he like started tweaking out. Maybe he fell out the chair or some shit. They was like, wake him up, put some water on his face. Somebody done put a rag on his face. She like, that's my pussy rag. I'm like, oh my God. Like, it was wild. It was wild.
That reminds me of when I freaked out too, though. What the hell are we smoking? That must have been some strong ass weed.
Wait, when did you freak out?
Okay. We're at your apartment. I needed some air, so I opened a window and I stuck my face out the window as a big ass spider web. Okay, you know I told Spider, I'm definitely afraid of spiders. Okay, as soon as I felt that shit on my face, I immediately started throwing up. Like my body could not take it. No, you don't remember that part. I went to the bathroom, and then I started freaking out, and y'all had to drive me back to the dorm, right?
Wow.
And then there was a cop had somebody pulled over on whatever that street was, that like street that curve where the train tracks were. You know what I'm talking about? I don't know what that street's called, but y'all taking me back to Hill. And I'm freaking out like, oh my God, we're going to get pulled over. Oh my God, like he's going to find out I'm And then I get in a bed. I'm like, please take me to the hospital. And you're like, go to sleep. Like, we're not taking you to the hospital. Y'all remember that?
No.
Bro, I was like, oh yeah, weed might not be for me. I still smoke though, but.
Oh, you do still smoke?
No. I still smoked after.
Oh, I'm about to say, because Kristina used to get high.
Yeah. I mean, I'll hit it here and there, but I realize I cannot do sativa.
I'm talking about me. It's like, but
I realize I can't smoke sativa though, and
I don't like. I'm in the. I was about to say my baby name. Not. Whenever I have a daughter, I'm gonna name her Indigo. I was about to say Indigo,
Aww.
but Indica, yeah,
that's cute.
Ian and Indigo.
That's cute. I like that. I have to pee, but I feel like we're.
You can go ahead. I mean, yeah, just don't make too much noise.
No, I feel like I don't want to fuck up the video.
I mean, if you really gotta go, you could go.
I'll try to hold it, but we still got some time.
Don't get no UTI fucking around with me.
I won't. I know my bladder.
Wow. What else?
Yeah, I mean, I left Eastern after the first semester sophomore year
after the first.
Yeah, I was not doing well. I had a lot of shit going on. I needed to go back home.
I guess she doesn't want to elaborate.
My grandfather died. I was sick. Like I had swine flu or whatever the fuck was going on. I feel like I was getting sick a lot up there. Like I don't know.
Swine flu throwback as fuck.
I didn't have swine flu, but they were just like, "Oh, if you're sick, don't come to class." And I was sick for a minute because remember I was sick at the end of freshman year too. Because we have a picture, I was laying on the bed. We were about to go out, and I still went out, even though I was sick.
Wow. I don't remember that either. Life is a blur. Life is a blur.
And I thought my memory is bad.
My memory is bad. But yeah, so you said that was the second year. I left, I went the second year.
Did you finish, like, second semester?
I finished the last semester. I remember I found out that I was pregnant in June 2010. Yep, and I was still going to school and shit. Whatever, yeah. So that's why, y'all know I dropped out. Y'all know that story. Yeah. But yeah, Eastern was cool. So after all of that, we still stayed in contact. We still stayed cool.
I remember you were my first friend that got pregnant. And I just felt.
Was I?
Yeah. Bethany got pregnant in 2011 or into 2012. Yeah.
Okay. The first friend that got pregnant. And she came through. Tell the story about when you came through.
That's what I was about to talk about. Like,
no, yeah. She came through. Now, mind you, like, she lives in another state and all that. And I don't even remember what happened. Like,
what?
That made you, like, I was like, oh, my baby shower was like, it's this weekend, it's today. And she just came and just cashed out, went to Target, bought everything.
Yeah, because that's what I'm saying. You're my first friend that got pregnant. So I'm just like, I'm about to show up for my friend. Like, we got a baby coming.
Real friend style.
Yeah. Like, this is the first one. I gotta do something.
And that's what I'll say. I feel like we've seen each other in so many different phases of our life and of our womanhood. Like,
yeah,
she's seen it every step of the way. Even if we, go times like, where we don't talk or whatever. Because people have lives. I hate when people be on there like, oh my God, I don't talk to you every day. Like, bro,
no, we're way too old for that.
Yeah. But no, we've definitely seen each other in
very many different iterations of ourselves and of our growth and journey.
Yeah.
Setbacks.
Yeah.
All that. So, yeah.
Do you believe that people like really change, or do you believe like people are who they are at the core?
I definitely believe that people are who they are at their core, but I think people can evolve. I think that there are hurt versions of people and healed versions of people. And that's not even all encompassing, right? Like, you can be healed in one aspect of your life and still hurt in another. And I think that
healed in one aspect, a hoe in another. Okay,
I ain't say that, but okay, that's true.
I'm just saying,
it's real. That's real.
Just saying.
That's some real shit. Because I mean, I'm here with Naomi, Kaylani. We've been friends since middle school.
Mm-hmm.
And I believe like Naomi is still the same girl I met in middle school, but she has changed so much. She's evolved, you know? And same thing with Kaylani. Like they're still the same at their core. And that's why we're still able to be friends, because we connect on that level. But they're different people. They're adults, you know? And they're evolved versions of themselves.
I wrote something down yesterday. Friends.
And I think that's us too, you know? Where we have grown, we have evolved,
and luckily we've been able to grow together, because that's what I wrote down yesterday about outgrowing your friends. How many of your friends have you outgrown?
That's tough for me. So I mean, obviously I have friends I'm not friends with anymore. And there are some people that I'll say this. I have a really hard time letting go of people. I am a person that really values friendship and connection. And I think that's why I'm able to have friends from middle school, from college, from all these different areas of my life, like taco team and, you know what I mean? Like just all these different groups of friends that I have. Yeah. I'm still friends with them 10, 15, now 20 years later. But I do think that we are different. I think I'm able to connect with people at their like essence, but I don't know if everybody is on the journey with me. Like, you know what I mean? Like I have a friend, I love her dearly, but every time I talk to her, her energy is so chaotic. And I feel like when I was in my chaotic energy, we were like
besties, trauma bonding.
Yeah, no, seriously. Like she used to say we were like twin flames. And I don't, now when I talk to her, I feel drained. Like I don't really want to talk to her anymore. And I love her. But it's more of like, I have to love you from a distance. And if I see you, it's love for always. But I'm not reaching out.
Was she a day one friend, like a sandbox friend, or?
No, not like day one. But we went through some stuff together. And I don't know. Like I feel like when I make connections with people, I make deep connections. But yeah, she was someone that I care about, and I still care about her.
Do you have any day one friends that you're not friends with anymore, or like somebody that you went to that we was in kindergarten together? And
not kindergarten, because I moved a lot in elementary school. Like I went to like 5 different elementary schools, or 4. But so I didn't start really making my friendship connections until middle school. But I'm still friends with almost all my middle school friends. Now, obviously, there are some that I'm not, but and we grew apart like around college, because I was smoking and drinking and fucking, you know.
Wow.
And some of them were just not on that, so it was just like, you know. But yeah, a lot of us still are friends, and I really value that.
What do you do when your life becomes completely different than your friends? Like, so. For example, with me, I became a mom at 21, but that didn't stop us from being friends. You know what I'm saying? Are there any friends in your life where it's like, dang, we just not on the same stuff? Or
again, I feel like it's like I'm able to meet people where they are, right? And not to say like, and I hope that doesn't come across as like above or below. It's not that. It's like, if what you want to do is hang out and go to In-N-Out and get a burger, then cool, I'm down for that. I'm only saying that because I really want some In-N-Out.
I had In-N-Out today.
It's so good. I want some fucking In-N-Out so bad. I need it before I go. But that's cool. Like, I'm down for that. If I have a friend that wants to go to Bali, I'm down for that too. So, like, whatever it is, I'll meet you where you are if I still feel like the connection is there. But if we're in a space where like conversation is stale and I'm trying to talk about something and you're just like, girl, it's like negative energy and just whatever, you know, then it's like I said, with my chaotic friend, you know, she's in a space where she's not really open to, and I'm not trying to tell anybody how to live their lives. Like I'm not perfect.
Right.
But like when I ask like probing questions about like, oh, well, why did you make that decision? You know what I mean? It's defensive and like there's no real reason behind it that you can explain, and that's okay, but that's just not where I am. And if you're in this space where you're just like making all these decisions that don't really align with my core values, then I just don't know if we can continue to, like, there's always love, but there's just not real connection anymore.
What about, like, do you have like certain groups or sets of friends? Like, this is my turn up friends, this is my chill friends, this is my...
It's hard to say now because I live in a state where none of my friends live. Right. So, like, right now I'm just in the house most of the time. But, like, even being here, I don't know.
Do you got a homegirl that you can call when you want to be on bullshit? That's what homegirl is that?
That's my girl Frankie.
Okay, Frankie. Frankie on the bullshit. Okay.
but she's not though. I'm also like, I could go and just chill. If you know, like, put my feet up on her couch, take a nap if I want to, you know? Like, she's definitely one of my closest friends.
Okay.
And we connected through work. We only met a couple years ago.
What job?
I don't.
Oh, okay.
I ain't gonna name it. I ain't giving them no
because
shout out.
Cause I ain't gonna lie. I feel like every job that I've worked at, I've met like a lifelong friend. Yeah. Even if we're not super close like that, my little work friends, like, them really be my friends for real. So
shout out to Taco Team, because that was a work group.
Shout out to my little work friends.
Yeah, I have some lifelong friends, but Taco Team for sure is like a core group. Mike, you know,
what up, Mike?
Here. He's here in Dallas, and I have known him since we worked together at Chase.
He was on the Taco Team?
Yes.
Oh.
You ain't know that?
Girl, you act like I was part of the Taco Team, but no, I didn't know. I mean, I knew he was your work friend, but okay, Taco Team.
Yeah, Taco
Team. Now I want some tacos.
I'm hungry.
But what else was I about to just say about friends? Damn. It was good. Damn.
Hopefully it'll come back.
Damn, I lost it. It was something good. Friends, ones we can depend on.
I will say though, because I have moved around, sometimes it's hard to maintain friendships the way that I would like to. Like, Camille invited me to her wedding, but I just couldn't make it. And I think it was too short notice. Or it was on a weekend where, like, I already had something going, but I don't get to talk to Camille often. Like, I've never met her baby.
Me either.
Or her husband. He went to Eastern though.
But I feel like he might have been around at a time. I don't think they were dating. I feel like we might have. I don't know. Maybe I was. I don't know.
Yeah. I mean, he went to Eastern, so it's possible. But yeah, like, I mean, again, that's one of those situations where we are not close, but I love her, and if she called me right now and was like,
right,
she needed something or she just wanted to chat, like,
what makes you want to be somebody's friend? Like, if you just meet somebody, like, oh, I want to be her friend. Like, what would make you want to be somebody's friend?
The vibes.
The vibes got to be there for sure.
I'm gonna tell you, Frankie is a great example. He's white, and I'm not saying I love white people. They're fine. They're great, but you know, you just some things you connect, like, you can relate, and some things you can't. Frankie listens to The Read. Are you familiar with The Read?
The podcast?
Yes. Yeah. And I was playing it or something, and she said something, and I was like, "You listen to The Read?" And she was like, "Yeah, girl." I'm like, because they low key, they be going in on like they be saying some.
I haven't listened to that shit in so long.
Yeah, but I'm like, damn, you have a lot of, like, self-awareness to be able to listen to this and not get offended, you know?
Yeah.
Because not that they shit on white people, but, you know, they just, whatever. But that was like, oh, we're going to be friends. We're going to be friends. That was kind of the energy from that. But, yeah, I don't know if I meet anyone and just like, oh, I want to be their friend. It's just like, if it happens, it happens. But I'm also a very social person. Like, I can sit next to someone and I will strike a conversation. I'm not very shy.
What kind of friend do you think I am?
I think that you are, it's interesting because I feel like you have, like, knowing you're not introverted, but in the world you are. It's so weird because, like, knowing you, I wouldn't say you're an introverted person, but you are an introverted person, you know? And I think that you are someone who, like, cares deeply about people.
Facts.
I also, though, like, on some real shit, I really feel like a lot of people have disappointed you. And I feel like that has shaped your view on, like, relationships in general. And I don't know, like, I don't know how to explain it. I wish I could better articulate. I wish I could have prepared for this question. But, you know, I think you're an amazing person, an amazing friend.
Thank you.
But I think sometimes you're guarded because of what you've experienced. And yeah.
Okay. Let's get into some questions, some little whatever.
Okay.
Conversations with your inner self.
Oh. Love that.
Let's see. Ooh, okay. Hidden self. What parts of yourself do you feel like you have to hide from your family? John Clayton's gonna watch this. I'm sending it to her.
I don't think there's much that she doesn't know. I don't think right now. I really don't have much that I hide, to be honest. Like I feel like I'm an open book, and I think sometimes that's to my detriment because I share too much, and I think that people perceive me a certain way because I am so open. Yeah. I mean, obviously, I don't, like, I'm not very open with my family about, like, sex and stuff like that. But even that, I'll tell my mom.
You'll tell her?
Yeah.
Tell her what?
Whatever.
That you got your back blew out last night?
No, I'm not like, Mom, this nigga had the biggest dick. Like, no, I'm not going to do that. But if I, you know, like, I had a situation recently. I was dating someone. Kind of. And we kind of had sex a little early.
We kind of had sex.
Well, it was a little early.
Put the tip in. It was premature.
You know what? That's another thing. You're a comedian, and I don't know if people know that shit. You are really.
First of all, that's one thing that I will say about it. I feel like any dude that I ever talk to, I feel like they always trying to downplay me, like I'm not a comedian,
Girl.
like I'm not the funniest bitch a lot. Like, bro, you have a fucking blast with me. Stop.
Girl, I'm trying to think. There was a song, and you remixed the song, and it was so fucking funny. I wish I could remember it.
It was a rap?
It wasn't. It was just like the chorus to the song. But I can't. Oh, my God. If it comes to me, I swear to God, I will text you because I don't think I'm going to remember it right now. But that shit had me weak.
I was going to say, for me, for this question, too, what parts of yourself do you feel like you have to hide from your family? My family already knows. They didn't heard the podcast, everybody. My parents were listening to Freaky Friday, so it's like, there's nothing.
They do?
Not anymore, but they used, when I first started the podcast, they was listening to Freaky Friday every episode.
Wow.
Like,
okay, I love the support. Or you think they were just listening to be nosy?
I think it was to be nosy, but I don't know. Okay, less. What do you need less of?
I know what I need more of.
What?
Money, time.
Money, time, and dick.
No. Not just dick, but I mean, I don't know. I need more of a lot of stuff, but less. What do I need less of?
Less laziness. I'm not saying. I'm just throwing something out.
No,
there.
laziness. I was thinking that, but I hate to call myself lazy because I really think that there is a balance. Like, I have friends that work so hard and they don't ever really take time for themselves. Like, I truly value having time and space to do nothing. I think it's so important. And I see people neglect themselves. My grandmother, she works so hard, and I'm just like, can you sit down somewhere? So I'm not gonna say lazy because I know that I also have the capacity to work hard. But in a way, I need to be more disciplined. So less non-disciplined.
Less lazy. Like, what do I need less of? I don't know. Less negative self-talk.
Okay.
Or like,
that's real.
I'll be real hard on myself.
Okay.
Dreams. Are there any recurring patterns or themes in your dreams that could represent your shadow self? Have you had any dreams recently?
I have really weird fucking dreams. And there's always celebrities in them.
I love my celebrity dreams.
I've had a few. I actually just had one while I've been in Dallas, but I don't know if I want to share it on camera.
What did you have? What did you have a dream about?
No, I don't want to say.
It was a celebrity?
Yeah.
Okay.
No, it's fucking weird. I don't know.
It's a dream.
I don't want to put it out to the world.
It's a dream. This is a no judgment zone.
It's. Let me tell you about my reoccurring dream though. It's scary as fuck. I am deathly afraid of
spiders.
Yes, and oh my God, mass shooters. I've had like a mass shooting dream twice, and I remember them vividly. Actually, 3 times, because one was like the same dream again. It was a recurring dream. I don't know. I don't even know what that represents.
I always look my dreams up as soon as I wake up in the morning. I Google the significance or the symbolism of what it means.
I looked it up, but I didn't get anything valuable from it. I don't think people were having mass shooter dreams 20 years ago.
Wow. I mean,
but that really fucking scares me every time I have one. And I don't even know what provokes it.
The most recent dream I had, I was in a car. I don't know if it like went off a bridge, but it started submerging underwater. That was my most recent dream. I'm like,
you're probably watching that fucking bridge.
That was before. It was before the bridge happened.
Oh, okay.
So in tune, my niggas, in tune. Life decisions. How has your shadow self influenced your life decisions?
So I think my shadow self was like mad insecure. And like I think what I've realized through some of my shadow work is that my inner child really needed some healing. Because I had a lot of like anger towards my dad, and in one aspect, like I forgave him and was able to move on. But then there was like little things that would trigger me, and when I really put thought to it, it's like, oh, it's because of the little girl that needs to heal, you know. But what I was able to reflect on is that a lot of my insecurities, and even like connected to my dad and both my parents, honestly, was rooted in like the need for validation. And I did a lot for validation.
Same. Do you feel like there's any type of correlation between the men that you've dated and your dad? Any similarities or
not in the sense of like, oh, you're dating your dad, but in a way, yeah. I think that there's a few men that I've dated that I looked at like, you are the opposite of my dad in a way, and that's what intrigued me. And then there are some that I dated that were like, you have some very similar qualities of my dad.
All the niggas I date are my daddy. Like, yeah. And he hates that, like, you know, he gets a bad rep from me now because I'm an adult woman and I call shit out, but it is what it is.
So wait, let me ask you that though. Like, what? Because you guys were close. What caused the change in your relationship with him?
Like I said, just growing up and becoming an adult woman. And really understanding and realizing the things that happened.
Like realizing what type of man he is?
Yeah, what type of man he is, how he treated women, everything that I saw as a child. Like, damn. And so then now I look at myself and I look at all the men that I've dated. I look at the mental illness flow of my chart with men. And I'm like, damn, y'all are just like my dad. But I mean, that's all not. So I think it's a subconscious thing. You know what I'm saying? Like, subconsciously, I'm choosing these people because this is all that I know. This is what I've seen. This is the example that was set.
I think there's some of that, but I also, because I'm speaking for myself as well, I think sometimes with us women, we are looking to resolve our daddy issues in our relationship. Like what we didn't get from our fathers, we want that from our partners. And we choose these men that are like our our fathers so that we can resolve it. You see what I'm saying?
It ain't resolving a motherfucking thing.
Not at all. Not at all. Not at all.
Yeah. Acting out. Recall a time when you acted out of character. What happened? That's funny. I don't feel like I've ever seen you act out of character. Not the little eye. She just look her face. I feel like I've never seen you act out of character.
I think what I can recall is
she blacked out.
Being in a relationship with there was I'm not a violent person. Like I don't fight.
Me either.
And with him, I remember us arguing, and it would get so bad that I would feel like rage. Like I would feel my body get warm. I felt rage, and I would just like go crazy. Like I would be throwing shit and trying to hit him. You know what I mean? Like that's not me.
Yeah.
And
that's your cue to leave. I don't ever want to anybody that brings the worst out of me, bro. I don't want to be with you. I don't want to be with you.
Yes. And so I guess maybe in a way I was dating my dad, because the only other time I ever felt that level of rage was having an argument with my dad. Like just like I feel it in my body, and I'm just like, well, I don't even remember when I first got to Easter, I didn't even cuss.
Right? Yeah. Yes, exactly.
So for me to get to the point where I'm like telling my dad, fuck you, my dad, like
where are y'all today?
We're in a good spot. I'll say this. I think that I know what triggers me with my dad. So when I feel it coming, I just like distance myself. I'll just say like, okay, Dad, love you. I'm about to go. Or talk to you later. I do think that there's something missing right now. Like we're not connected in the way we used to be. I really don't know what that is. I don't know if it's the distance, like the physical distance, or something else. But I definitely like called him when I've been doing some inner work over this past couple years, and I called him to tell him like, I think I'm actually in a space of forgiveness, and I wanted to tell you like what I've been experiencing and how I've been feeling and now how I feel. And his reaction wasn't what I expected. I think I was a smidge disappointed by his reaction. I think I thought I might get like an apology or some type of self-awareness or something. But what I realized is that he can only give me what he has. I can't expect more from him. That was the biggest lesson. I can't expect him to give me something he doesn't have.
Right.
Yeah.
Wow.
If your dad's not a millionaire, you can't expect millions, okay?
Damn.
That's just
broke
real.
ass niggas. I know.
Wait. You got to answer the question for yourself.
The only time that's popping in my head, first of all, because I'm a very cool, calm, collective type person. Like, it's going to take a lot to really piss me off. The last time that I acted out of character was when I quit my job that day, when I got into it with that racist white lady. And I still had brought it back down. Like, Jasmine, you got to be professional. But I don't really...
Yeah, that was kind of surprising to hear. Because I've never seen you really.
That's what I'm saying. I don't let it happen.
Yeah.
Ooh, failed relationships. What is a common thread in your failed relationships?
I stay too long.
Stay too long. How long should you stay? When should you leave? In the past on the podcast, I said no reason to stay is a reason to go or something like that. But staying too long. When should you leave? At the first red flag.
I think it depends on what the red flag is.
She's still fucking with the... It's like,
no, because I think, well, I guess, okay, red flag is like a hard no. So then, yes, I agree with that. I'm thinking like first thing that's like, but that could be a yellow flag. It might not be red. Red flag, yes. Yeah, I agree with that. I think that...
Baby, because the flags just keep getting redder and redder and red.
Yeah. I do think we need to give people grace, but I don't think that, again, if it's a yellow flag, something that like, okay, let me scratch all that. My mom told me when I was in my last relationship, if he never changed, if he was this person for the rest of y'all's life together, would you be okay with that? And if the answer is yes, cool, stay. But if the answer is no, what are you doing?
Wasting your motherfucking time.
Exactly. So,
I'm trying to think what's a common thread in my failed relationships. I would say not putting myself first.
I can agree with that too. For me, but yeah, I see that. You wanna elaborate on that?
I'm a very selfless person, just period. I always put everybody else's needs above my own. I'm such a giving person. I'm that partner though. Like I want to be everything. I want to give you all the love. You know what I'm saying? And I let motherfuckers overstep my boundaries. I let people do whatever they want. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm just not putting myself first. Holding on. What are you holding on to that still hurts you deeply? That P? You gotta go.
No. I'm thinking. I mean, I do, but no. Holding on to the P. I okay. What am I holding on to? Honestly, I think I like relationship wise or just in general?
In general. Or it could be whatever it is for you.
I think there's a couple things, right? Like I think there are some things that will always just be a part of you once you experience it. Like losing my baby. So I don't think that's something I'll ever like let go of. And by losing my baby, I'll be clear so people don't think I had a child and it got taken from me.
Oh my God.
But I was pregnant, and at 30 weeks, she was stillborn. So I had to give birth to her, but she was not born. And that was hard. And honestly, when I reflect on it, it feels like an out of body experience. Like it doesn't even really feel like it happened to me. Like when I explain it to people, it's like, yeah, I actually experienced that, but it doesn't feel like it was me, you know?
Right.
So that's one. I think another that is the first thing that came to mind, but I'm telling myself I'm over it, but clearly since it popped up, I'm not. Is my dad telling me that he didn't choose to become a father and that he told my mom to abort me.
Wow.
Yeah. So, and that's just something you never want to hear from a parent, you know, especially when you've always felt like you weren't good enough. And that really hurt me. And I think that was like a turning point in our relationship.
Did y'all ever have a conversation about him saying that?
If so, I can't remember, but if so, I don't know if I was in a space where it was a productive conversation. Like, I think I wasn't healed enough to like say it.
Was that the conversation when you said, fuck you, Dad?
No.
Oh, that wasn't even
No, it wasn't that. That one, it just, I mean, and I understand his perspective. He was 18, 19 years old when when, you know, they had me. And I get that you like my mom could have easily had an abortion and their lives would be very different. I wouldn't have a life. But I feel like, you know, when you start having sex, unless it's without your consent or if you're too young to understand, like, you know, the consequences of what happens, right? Like, you made your decision when you decided to have sex with my mom and protect it. And that's what I told him. And I think a lot of men don't think about it from that perspective. Like, you make that decision.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
You can't be mad at her.
At all.
So it was a lot of like lack of accountability that really pissed me off. And I think that was it for me. And it's like, so that's why you just showed up as a terrible, not
Dad.
terrible, but like,
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, you did not think about your children when you made decisions.
Wow.
So, yeah. Anyway, sorry.
What am I holding on to that still hurts deeply? I feel like I just hold on to when people do me dirty. Like, I'll never get over that. Like, why would you do that? Why are you a fucked up person? That's fucked up. Like, yeah, I won't let that shit go.
So it's like one and done.
Not necessarily one and done, because there have been situations where I still was fucking with somebody, but you know what I'm saying? But like, it's just like
repeated behavior.
It's just something. I mean, I don't know. Like, for example, even with the situation with me and my baby daddy, like, I don't want to say that, because I feel like I'm past that. But you know what I'm saying? It's always still, like, to me, even to this day, it's just certain shit is like, I feel like you do shit just to fuck with me. You know what I'm saying? Or make my life hard or whatever. And it's just like, I don't know. I don't know. I hang on to it in a weird way. Like, I don't know. Let's see.
What are you skipping over?
I'm just looking through these, but I want to get some good ones.
Well, the next one's not good?
I don't know. I just want to put you on the spot and ask something crazy. Also, well, okay, let's go through the white ones real quick, and then I do want to I do want to touch on one topic. Let's see.
I bet I could guess what that topic is.
Oh, you know what it is.
I just got a feeling.
These are whack. Okay, we're gonna move on. How do you feel about everything that's going on with Mr. Sean Combs? I gotta talk about this. Like, I gotta talk about it.
What did Kanan say on Power? Whatever they say.
He did that shit, bro. Because it's crazy to see. It's very crazy to see. But I feel like, in a way, it is, but it's also not. Just because I feel like everybody always knew what type of person Diddy was.
You know, I think the bigger problem is that our culture let it slide for so long. Like, and not just black culture,
they didn't let
American
a lot of
people.
stuff slide.
Yeah. It's almost like bigger than Diddy, like even R. Kelly.
That's what I'm saying. Like, that's what I mean by a lot of stuff. Yeah, like,
yeah.
Crazy.
I feel like it's almost like, do what you do until we can't, like, cover for you anymore. You know what I'm saying? Like, we'll cover for you, but if it taps into something we can't cover, then you on your own, nigga. That's what it feels like, you know? And it just...
Or maybe he just didn't renew his Illuminati membership. I don't know what happened, but...
there's speculation that, you know, he parted ways with, like, Ciroc and DeLeon and all that, and maybe he pissed off the wrong person that has more money than him, you know? I think that's what people think. And, you know, and then there's other people that think he's the fall guy for shit. I don't know. But honestly, I'm not surprised. My heart goes out to anyone that was victimized by him. But honestly, I'm not like super huge into astrology, not enough to know like whatever, but I heard we're in this like age of Aquarius or whatever.
We are the age of Aquarius, information, all of that. Yep. Everything's gonna be revealed.
Yep.
But Diddy, like I said, we've all known for years what's like, people will always talk about Diddy parties. Like, forever. That was always a thing. So for all of that shit to come out is crazy. I definitely hated how he did all of his artists.
Yeah.
No respect on that. And I used to fuck with Diddy. I used to like his music and all, but I never respected the fact that he did his artists like that.
Yeah. I mean, you gotta be weary of men with God complexes. You know? Because they're just men.
Day 26, Danny D. Kane.
We were just listening to them.
I was listening to Day 26 yesterday. That's my people.
Yeah. That was the era.
The band.
Yep.
Mace, everybody. You killed Biggie. You killed Kim Porter. Like, allegedly. But that, like, and this is kind of what I be preaching on, like, to people. Well, now I don't want to even say preaching on, but this is why, like, I go so hard about like just being a good person. You know what I'm saying? Like, and people be feeling like, oh, you up, whatever, you know, people that live whatever type of crazy life you live. Like, yeah, he was doing good for a long time, but that karma's gonna spin the block. Like, karma don't miss, baby.
I hope so. I feel like there's a lot of people that deserve.
I'm waiting on. I'm like, dog, I done sowed so many magnificent seeds. I've been the bigger person all the fucking time. All the fucking time. So, like, my good karma gotta go crazy. It gotta go crazy.
Sidebar. What color is on your nails?
This is called Dirty Dancer 881. What's the brand? D&D.
That is so cute.
Thank you. Oh, you guys haven't seen this. This is my new tattoo. Shout out to Tattoo Wayne. Yeah. It was. I told you earlier it was the worst manicure and pedicure ever today.
It looks good though.
It does look good, but I won't be going back. I won't be going back.
It'd be like that.
Yeah. Is there anything that you want to touch on?
I want to know how your experience here in Dallas has been so far. And what do you want it to be?
I want it to be greater. It's been great. It's been great. But one day, it was maybe about a week or so ago, like I was in a Lyft coming home. And right now, guys, I'm in the process of looking for my place and all of that. So, you know, it's just been crazy with that. And a lot of times I really get down on myself just about like, I feel like I'm not doing enough. I feel like how I'm gonna get the money to do this and that. Like, it's just so much stuff that I'm trying to do, getting up, going to work every day, trying to make it, winging it. You know what I'm saying? Being here by myself, my kid is in Detroit. You know what I'm saying? All of that stuff takes a toll on me. And I was in the Lyft the other day and I was like, bro, you really hopped on a plane, came to Dallas, entered into a crazy situation that went left, still was making it, you know what I'm saying? Still, whatever happened, just bounced back from it, went through a whole custody battle, made it through that, like, just all of these things. And it's like, Jasmine, you're still here. You're still standing. You're still strong. You're like, you know, I don't know. But no, it's been good so far. I can't wait till I actually get myself settled and get into my place and all that and get to go out and do all the stuff that I want to do.
You going out tonight, though?
I'm going out tonight, though. But yeah, like, I just feel like I really been trying to just, you know, work on myself and work to get myself where I need to be. Yeah. Finally just independent for real.
Coming.
On my own. But no, it's been good. And one of my Lyft drivers today, she said she was from Kansas City. And she was just saying like she had to move from home too or whatever. And she was like, it's been a great experience. She definitely suggests that other people do it because I mean, I don't know. Some people do want to live in their hometown forever, but it's a whole world out here. It's a whole nother life. It's so many other things to do.
Oh yeah.
So I'm enjoying it.
Love that. I think the best thing you can ever do for yourself is move out of your hometown. Like even going to Eastern was different for me. Like
she went a couple different places.
Yeah, I went to school in Ypsi.
Say Michigan. I went to school in Michigan. It was, but
I did. That's where it was.
That's not what you say, though.
I went to school in Ypsi.
I'm just saying, if anybody watching this that don't know, like, she went to school in Ypsi, like, just say you went to school in Michigan.
I went to school in Ypsilanti. And then I moved back home. I moved to Chicago, lived there for a couple years. And then I moved back home. And now I live in Virginia. I ain't going back home, though.
She's coming to Dallas. Hey. Let's go to Ohio and get some Donatos, though. I want some food.
I'm actually getting a little hungry too, but I have so much food at home. I mean,
remember
at the
that
Airbnb.
At the Airbnb? What y'all got there?
I mean, like stuff we've been going out and like I take a box home.
Like you have
like
food
leftovers.
and she is like the queen of leftovers. Like, and I feel like Kristina eat all her food cold. Do you still eat all your food
I
cold?
do sometimes,
bro. Yeah. She was always good for eating a Chipotle bowl cold as fuck.
You can't really reheat a Chipotle bowl though. Like, you can't.
And oh my god, you so funny when you eat. Like I could just picture Kristina. She be all like. Like when she eat her food, she eat. Like that shit is so funny. But yeah.
That's funny.
What else? Should we get into the cards?
Sure.
Do you want to run to the back? It's up to you.
How much time we have? 26 minutes left.
Yeah, we could end it early though.
No, end it early. I do have to pee, but
it's on you.
Oh,
pull some cards for the collective.
Okay.
How's 2024 been going for you?
You know, I started this year not really knowing what was in store because I feel like last year was so transformative for me. Like last year was probably one of the best years I've ever had, just as far as like growth.
Mm-hmm.
And I kind of went into this year thinking like, what next? Like, what's next for me? Because I knew I was probably trying to move here in 2025. So, but this year has been like, I think this year is going to be, it's like, I have to do a lot of groundwork, you know, like because last year was so transformative. Now that I'm in this new space, I have to like do the groundwork to get to where I want to be, like to really up level, you know? So I'm seeing that through like work and relationships, like just evaluating.
How's the love life going?
Girl, that shit is dead right now.
Damn.
No apps, no nothing. Like I did meet a couple of people while I was here, but
you like the dating apps? You fuck with Hinge?
Mm-mm.
Plenty of Fish, Christian Mingle.
Girl, I
Backpage. It's like no.
Hell no. No.
Nah, I don't really. I was never really a fan of like online dating or the apps per se. Just cause I don't know. I feel like the dudes on there just. I mean, not that all dudes don't just be about sex, but it's like the apps is just like, okay, I'm on here looking for somebody to bang.
That's apps or no app. That's
but I don't know. It's just a different level of like creepy vibes to me. Like, nah, I don't.
I'm gonna be honest. I feel like that's just what niggas do. A lot of them that are like, for instance, I've been here since Wednesday. I met someone Thursday night, right at an event, and you know, exchange numbers or whatever. Last night, I'm like, oh, what are you getting into tonight? He said, you,
sir.
What's today? Saturday? That was Friday,
sir. Sir.
Like, that wasn't on the app. I met him in person. So like, niggas be on the same shit no matter what. And I was like, oh, that's a little presumptuous.
Did I give that vibe, sir? Did I give that vibe?
No, it ain't even about the vibe. Because niggas just, they going to throw it out there. And if you want it, then they on it.
If they throw it, is you going to catch it.
Exactly. Yeah. I said, that's a little presumptuous. And he was like, you got the keys. And I just deleted and never responded.
What? Okay.
So. Anyway.
All right, just pulling some cards for the collective because you guys love this. So,
let's see what the cards have to say.
Do you like tarot readings?
I do.
Queen of Cups. You do?
I do. I was gonna say though, I don't necessarily love when I won't just like let anybody pull for me though, because I feel like energy is real, and if you got negative energy, I don't want you pulling my cards.
Right. Queen of Cups. The love is in the air.
Oh, this is for the collective.
Yeah.
Okay.
Love is in the air. Tapping into your heart space is very important. Tapping into your intuition, doing what you love is the vibes that is coming off here. Flipped over the Two of Swords. having to make a decision about whatever is in your heart at this moment.
Okay.
Again, tapping into your intuition and your emotions for real. I always get so much flack for being such an emotional person, and that like I don't care. I lead with my heart, and that's how it goes. Two of Wands. Let's see. Okay. What's okay? Okay. It's giving. Okay, so we had the Queen of Cups, the Two of Swords, Two of Wands, Four of Swords, the King of Pentacles, and the Four of Wands. It's giving that somebody is walking into a new season in their life.
Ow.
Love, finances, just again, happiness, whatever you're choosing with your heart. Four of Swords, but you want to, again, and Two of Swords and Four of Swords. So it's giving sleep on the energy. Whatever choice that you got to make, if you, I don't know, it could be a job, it could be a job, it could be a relationship, it could be whatever. Take some time to sleep on it though. But go with how you feel. Are you a follow your heart type person?
Yes, but not blindly.
Mm-hmm.
Like I'm gonna think through certain decisions for sure.
Mm-hmm.
But if it's something I want, I'm actually one of those people that like if I want something, I'm just gonna figure out a way to get it.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm following my heart, what I want, but I have to like logically make it make sense for me.
Mm-hmm.
Does that make sense?
Whatever I want, I'm going after too. Period. Like, even if I feel like it's not the best thing, I always say like I be in it for the thrill and all. Like but whatever I feel in my heart or whatever, like I'm gonna do it every time. So it's looking up for the bag. It's looking up for love. See, we got Two of Cups too. Two of Cups, King of Cups. Okay, first of all, this is somebody's husband here. King. Oh, I'm sorry, y'all. It's not the King of Cups. I lied. It's the Knight of Cups. So it's giving. He working on it. It's the little dog. It ain't little dog energy, but it also is. It's kind of like a young man. You know, it's giving fresh out of college. It's giving.
Oh hell no!
I'm just saying. To me, Knight of Cups is like a young man energy. It's a lot. It's still a lot of growing to do. But I mean, he's there with the full cup though. So Queen and Knight, but no, and then Two of Cups, baby, it's giving relationship. It's giving new relationship on the horizon. It doesn't necessarily have to be a relationship. It doesn't have to be romantic, but yes.
Okay.
I claim that. I'll take that.
Same.
New season, right? Cause what did you say? Single, ready to mingle?
I did.
Have you seen any I mean, you just said that you did meet somebody in the exchange, but that didn't, you know.
No, I met a couple guys at the event I went to.
Mm-hmm.
And it was good energy, but again, like I'm not gonna be here anytime soon. What?
I'm not lying. It's really a relationship, and I'm gonna end this with this. It's the Star card, the Lovers, and the Empress. All major arcana energy. Sorry, zero people, but no. Bro, this is like first of all, somebody's coming into the relationship healed. Period. So if you're working on yourself, keep doing that.
Amen.
You are what you attract. The Star card, the Lovers, and the Empress. It's just, bro.
I'm receiving this.
Bro, who is this? Who is this? I receive it too. Oh my gosh, baby. I'm about to meet my man tonight.
That's why you need to come out.
I'm about to meet my man tonight. That's crazy. We okay. We gonna end that right there. Damn. Any closing statements? Anything you want to share?
You trying to wrap up?
I mean,
anything I want to share?
Anything? Any advice on friends, life, whatever, womanhood, anything?
Oh, I could speak on that for a long time, to be honest.
What, womanhood?
Just all of the above. Friends.
What's your best piece of life advice?
I'm gonna shout out Naomi, my friend. Last night we had a conversation at dinner, and it's kind of back to know when to leave, whether it's a job, your hometown, romantic situation, friendships. Know your value and know when you're not receiving your value. Know when you're not being treated the way you know you deserve to be treated. And exit stage left. Get the fuck out. And go where you are valued.
Period.
Yep. That's what I'll say. What about you?
I agree. I'm trying to think. Do I want to change? Can you change your best life advice? Because my old life advice was always walking your purpose. I mean, I guess I don't have to change it. But I just feel like it's old now. But no, that is walking your purpose for sure. Like, because I'm just reminded of that shit every day that I go to a motherfucking job. Like, because it happens every time. Every time I get a new job, I'm like, oh, I'm so excited. And I just get back to it, just comes back to the reality. Like, girl, you know what you're supposed to be doing. You know where you want to be. Like, but it's so hard trying to find the balance of being a creative or an entrepreneur and having to.
I really think you should come out because we're going to be around a lot of people that are entrepreneurs. That I think the biggest thing from that is like bet on yourself, whether it's through a job or be an entrepreneur. Sometimes you just got to take that leap of faith, even if nobody believes in you, even if you don't have the support you need, even if the money's not rolling in the way that you want it to. Sometimes you really have to bet on yourself. And I think this weekend has shown me that I have friends that are actually like, that took that bet on themselves, and it's paying off.
Right.
And it took time and hard work and dedication and haters and people that doubted them. But now the vision is clear. And now everybody's like, oh my God. Like,
right.
You know?
Right.
And sometimes you really have to like bet on yourself.
I agree.
Also, I'm sorry. And shout out to my girl CCB. I don't know if you know who that is. But
oh, yeah.
Yeah, I love her. I love her podcast. And
not she talking about another bitch podcast.
No.
I'm just playing. No, I'm just kidding.
But one thing she always says that really stuck with me is the life that you want wants you. And that is like, I put that on my wall because I really believe that. And I believe in manifesting. But another thing that she always says is, basically you have to do the work. Like,
absolutely.
You know, like you have to put yourself in the position to get the things that you want.
Knees to chest.
Knees to chest. For real.
But yeah. What was I was gonna ask one more thing about friendship. I don't know. What has true friendship taught you?
What has true friendship taught me? That we are like I want to say something around like connectedness, like that's tough.
Always be connected.
No, not that. Like, because I have so many friends that I've been friends with for decades at this point, we all go through seasons, we all go through life experiences, things that could potentially separate us from each other. But real friendships, like we are connected, and we have to stay connected. And I don't know, when you truly love someone, there's nothing that can really break that. Mm-hmm. I don't know. I mean, because friendships do end. People change.
They do.
That's a tough question.
What did I ask? What is true friendship taught you?
Mm-hmm.
I was gonna say something else. I just want to say something about friends, but I'm trying to think about what I want to say. This is what I want to say. I think it's very important. It's very, very important to be a great friend. But I think it's more important to be a great friend to yourself. Because it's going to be days where your friend's not going to be there. Not to say that, or whatever, but it's going to be days when your friend's not going to be there. And you're going to have to be a friend to yourself. And I feel like, I don't know. I look at a lot of different relationships and just people in my life and just the people that they are or the person that they are. And I just feel like I've always been a great friend to everyone. So be a great friend to yourself as well. I told you I'm hard on myself, so yeah. That's my little piece. But that's it. I'm gonna let you go to the bathroom, girl.
Okay.
Thank you for joining me. This was lovely. I haven't had a guest on the podcast in I don't know how long.
I thought I was the first guest. I'm not the first.
I mean, well, you're the first guest on the well, I have had guests on YouTube, but whatever. This is the brand new, revamped, reinvented platform. Only about 4 or 5 videos. You're gonna be the first guest, so
I love it. Thank you for having me.
This is Kristina. No IG.
No IG.
No, she okay. Incognito.
Yes, incognito.
What you on TikTok though?
I don't post on TikTok.
I'm just asking, but you just be on there watching the videos.
Yeah.
No Facebook, no nothing.
No social media for me.
Just Bumble.
No, not even that. I deleted all the apps. Like,
damn.
I mean, can we get into that real quick?
What?
I'm gonna tell you why I don't have it. I really do not like people in my business like that. But I'm an open book. It's so weird. Like there's a part of me that would love to do like lifestyle influencing and stuff on TikTok. Mm-hmm. But I really don't want people to be like talking about shit. I don't know.
Talking about what?
I don't want people in my business. Like,
what business?
It's my life. Like I don't know.
Oh my gosh.
I don't know. Maybe it's maybe there's a fear of being judged.
Let it go.
Yeah, I'm
let
not
it
perfect.
go.
I can, but also like I don't like how social media makes me feel, especially Instagram. Like back in the day, like I don't know what Instagram's like now, but I just remember a couple years ago, Instagram, maybe not even a couple, like closer to 10 years ago. Damn. I felt really insecure, like being on Instagram. Like I feel like everybody only posts like the highlights. Nobody's
baby,
like,
the behind the scenes, it be going down behind the scenes.
Yeah. Yeah. And it's almost like you have to keep up and like portray yourself a certain way so you can get attention. And like, I just never liked that shit.
I probably wouldn't be on Instagram either if like, I just try to stay on there for this.
Yeah.
For the other shit I got going. But it's
draining.
It's nothing but a fucking high school talent show. I don't know. Like,
yeah. Shout out to the people that make money from social media. Like, you really have to be dedicated to that.
And are they really gonna ban TikTok? Is it over?
No, it has to go through the Senate first. I don't think that's happening.
I've been waiting every day. Like, is this gonna go away? My app gonna be gone?
I hope not. Wow. That would be crazy. Not to get political, but I feel like if the Democratic Party wants youth and like millennials and Gen Z to vote for them, the worst thing they could do is get rid of TikTok. Like,
yeah.
That makes absolutely no sense. So anyway,
Wow.
Yeah, I not to get political, but.
Well, I hope you guys enjoyed this episode. Make sure that you follow me on all platforms at Healing My Homies. Subscribe to the podcast, rate it 5 stars, leave a review on why you love the Black Girl Experience. Share this video with your homegirls.
Yay.
The Friends episode.
Friendship.
I used to love Friends.
What do you mean?
Used to. Friends?
Oh, the show?
Mm-hmm. They used to be my shit when I was little.
It was cool. I watched it a couple times. I thought you were talking about the song. You should have played it.
But when I post the little clips, like I'll put Friends in